everybody, and welcome to another episode of Second Breakfast, the part of the podcast for players craving another helping of cards. I'm your host, Micah Quantz, and today we have a bit of a, I would say it's probably a bit of an easier episode for us today here. Now, I don't know for sure because I haven't played this quest for quite some time actually. But um yeah, I think it shouldn't be too bad. What else do I have? As of recording this, there haven't I'm recording this in advance, so there haven't actually been any more releases for the main Card Talk podcast. So I don't have any ratings to go through today for cards on the main pod. But yeah, we're just gonna have some fun here, and I think it'll be a fairly easy, fairly straightforward one. And actually, this is the first time, I think the first time, that we're going to have two different decks that feature the same attribute. That's right, it's a Smeagol week. So both decks that I've picked attributes for feature Smeagol. So you can either build a Smeagol and global effects deck. So what global effects means is effects that affect all players, right? So something that things that do things for everybody across the board. The other option is Saruman Smeagol. And so I mean probably it's better to build Saruman Smeagol unless you are playing two player, which is what I've gone with. I've gone with the Saruman Smeagol deck, but the global effects and Smeagol deck is there as well for your consideration. Oh, well, I didn't think of that. Um, I guess this week, man, I guess if you're playing two player, you can't have Smeagol in both decks. Um, I guess for this week, let's just go with if you global effects and Smeagol. If you are playing two player and build a global effects and Smeagol deck, the other deck just has to be a Saruman deck and no other restriction there. So it's gonna be a pretty easy and kind of more a little more chill kind of a week here. But that should be okay. So we're gonna load up our quest here right away. And I feel like if you're new to Second Breakfast, either read the description or go uh well, whatever. I may as well, okay, just for anybody new to Second Breakfast, I may as well lay out, what we're doing here. So basically each week I pick a random quest, and then I pick two random deck attributes for two different decks. Go ahead and I build one of those decks using those two deck attributes or restrictions or whatever you want to call them, and then I play it against that random quest, and we go ahead and just have a good time. So this week we're playing the Fords of Isen from the Voice of Isengard deluxe box. And so our deck is going to be, let's load it up here. Oh, I gotta go find it. I didn't download it yet. Let's go ahead and find this deck here. Just give me one moment. Okay. Now we're gonna load this deck. So I've built a Saruman Smeagol deck. Now, the idea behind this deck is there's a few ideas I had with this deck. Now, since we're playing Fords of Isen, the biggest thing was you don't want to be holding a bunch of cards. So I've decided on Aristor as my third hero, just to cycle through some cards. I've got some discard card effects so that I can just get rid of cards, hopefully, um, however I want to, and play the ones that I want to play. So hopefully we'll have a very small hand size for most of the game. And also, I've got in here. There's a card from Alep, a long extended party. There's a card that I've put in here. I think it's called Weep No More, and basically that takes a treachery out of the encounter deck. Which reminds me, I need to spawn Stinker. Where does that spawn? Oh, right there. So, well, we'll just make sure it didn't put them in automatically. I don't think it does. Whoops. I want treachery cards. Come on. There we go. Yeah, no. Okay. So we're gonna close and shuffle that. So Stinker is this one that's going to cause Smeagol to turn against me. So he flips over, becomes Golem. So that's the feature for Smeagol. You get super low threat cost, but he's gonna turn on you. Now I have Weep No More, which essentially is from Alep, and it's to take a treachery card. After that treachery resolves, it's gonna put it into the victory display. So the idea is hopefully to use those to get rid of Stinker. Hopefully, maybe it could happen. Um, which would be really nice. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty basic kind of doomed deck, straight monosphere lore. So I've got some Ents in here because it's everybody and anybody who has watched me play knows that I love Ents. So, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead. I mulliganed and got a bunch of Mithrandir's advice, so um I really want a staff is the main thing because I don't have a huge threshold for threat and 0 threat reduction. So I really do want to get a staff, hopefully, but we'll see what happens. So we're gonna start the round, and we get a Weep No More right off the bat. Now, I don't have any doomed cards currently, so let's go ahead. Oh wait, we gotta do setup for the quest. So add the islet to the staging area, attach Grima to that location. Each player searches the encounter deck for one different Dunland enemy and adds it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. So we're attach Grima. The islet, while the islet is the active location, each Dunland enemy in play gets +1 threat. And so we're gonna look for a enemy. And we're gonna take, I don't know. Let's take a Prowler. Sounds good. Close and shuffle. Okay. So let's get started here. So we're gonna go ahead and play Darren's Runes right off the bat to draw 2 cards. There's our discard. There's one thing we can use to just throw all these out. So we're not holding a bunch of cards in our hand. So we're gonna want to get that one out. I really would like to get a Steward of Orthanc out because it can make every event doomed 1. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen this turn. So let's just throw him out straight away because we're not gonna be able to play him if we want to play our Protector of Lorien. We're gonna play that on Saruman because I feel like he's gonna be he's the one we're gonna be able to ready and use the most. So we're gonna put that on Saruman. And then let's go ahead and we don't have anything doomed currently. Also, I would like to play Mithrandir's Advice to try and pull the staff, but pulling the staff this round doesn't help me actually because I only got 2 resources left. So let's go Keys of Orthanc on Saruman, and I guess our other resource we can just save for Weep No More, if we want it, or for next turn, one of the two. The rest of these cards are destined for the discard pile. Okay. Time 5. Oh yeah, the time mechanic, which I actually personally, and this is really unpopular kind of opinion, but I really like the time mechanic. I like trying to figure out how you're gonna work around the time, and I get the argument that it's overused in this cycle, but I do really enjoy it. It is one of those mechanics that I don't really mind having it be overused. I certainly like it a lot more than the on course ship mechanic from the Dream Chaser cycle. I really dislike that. And maybe I just need to go play that again, but that's something I'm not a fan of. Anyway, so let's go ahead and he has +1 threat because I have a bunch of cards in my hand, but we will probably change that. But for now, he has +1 threat, and so we're gonna quest and ooh, what do we want to do? Although here's the thing, like, no, we'll quest with Smeagol, and then we'll leave Eristor open just in case we need to defend something here. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna discard Mirkwood Pioneer and Galdor. We may as well go all 3. Oh no, because we might want to play Weep No More. Let's discard a Mithrandir's Advice. So we'll go all 3 to add 3 willpower to Saruman for this Protector of Lorien. And we'll go with that. So let's flip over top card, and we've got Fords of Isen. So while it's in the staging area, players cannot gain resources from card effects. After Fords of Isen becomes the active location, each player with fewer than 5 cards in his hand draws until he has 5 cards in hand. So let's go. Oh wait, sorry. We get 2 progress first. Oh, come on. Hey, there we go. Oops. Oh. 2 progress, and then we're gonna go to the islet right away so we can pull Grima down. And then this Prowler, we can either leave him in the state. Oh, we should have gotten 1 more progress because he's not +1 threat anymore. So we should have an extra progress on there. So we could leave the Prowler in the staging area, or we could take him. It's not really a point in taking him because we can't hit him anyway. We could if we had gotten like a doomed event or something. Which I don't know, maybe we should draw it and see if we can pull a doomed something just to be able to ready him and gain a resource. And then we could, I mean, we could, we'd only hit him one though. Unless we pulled Defiant Challenge. Oh, what to do? It's a tough one. We get that extra resource though, which would be good. So let's hope to pull a doomed, something doomed, and not just waste a bunch of cards. Ah, nothing. Okay, struck out. Oh well. Okay, that's fine. So we'll leave him in the staging area for now, and then we will just go ahead and we just discard our entire hand now. At the end of the round, discard all cards in your hand. Draw 3 additional cards at the beginning of resource phase. So we're gonna go new round, and then we're gonna draw 3 extra. See, there's now okay. Now we're just getting all the doomed. Okay, we got an Ent draw. We don't have any Ents out yet, so we can't do anything with that. Oh, this isn't unique. Oh, that's interesting. So we could put one of these on Aristor. And I mean, we pretty much may as well, because we don't have really anything else to spend resources on. I mean, we could just save resources. But then we have something else to chuck cards to. Yeah, you know what? Let's just save our resource, and then this way we can use this card on this other protector of Lorien as well. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna quest with both Saruman and Smeagol, and we're gonna chuck these 3 cards to give Saruman +3 willpower. Oh, we didn't do our time at the end of last round. Ah, no. There we go. So now let's go ahead and reveal a card. First player draws this card into his hand. Ill Tidings cannot leave the player's hand. Then if the first player has 5 or more cards in his hand, Ill Tidings gains search. Okay. So this one just kind of sits in our hand forever now, which whatever, it's not terrible. With the deck we're playing, we're rarely going to be at 5 cards anyway. So that's when the most bad things trigger. So then we're just gonna make 4 progress straight up. Oh no, because this guy's got +1, so we give 3 progress. So we're gonna put 2 on the quest. We're gonna oh, come on. What just happened? Oh, no. Okay, now we're really making a mess here. I'm gonna detach both of these. We're gonna bring Grima down. We're gonna go like that. We're gonna send this to the victory display. Now, Grima is going to we're going to exhaust. We can exhaust him to draw a card. But yeah, he's gonna be our buddy now. And let's go ahead and grab this guy down. Well, also we should travel here. So while Ford's Isen is in the staging area, player okay. So we just draw until we have 5 now. Okay. We honestly, I didn't think about this though. We might run out of our deck honestly. Could happen. Now that we have Grima, though, we could actually... not use this Defiant Challenge. We might as well use Farsighted instead. So let's go ahead. Let's use Farsighted. That readies Saruman. Raises our threat by 1. And then we exhaust Keys of Orthanc to add a resource to Saruman. And then we look at the top 5 and put them back in the same order. So we're just going to look at top 5. And so for a shadow card, we've got discard an attachment you control. That's really unfortunate. We're going to have to get rid of our keys, unfortunately. Our next encounter card is going to be each player draws a card and raise threat by 1 for each card in hand. And then all of these should be encounter cards because they're no enemy, although we might end up having an enemy. Yeah. Anyway, so we're not going to plan too far ahead, but there's a couple locations coming up then after that. So let's close that and keep order. So this guy's not getting any extra attack, so we can safely block with Grima. Do we want to use Darren's Runes? I don't think there's really a reason to use Darren's Runes. Just kind of wastes extra cards here at this point. So let's go ahead and let's block this guy with Grima. Okay, now we got discard an attachment, which is going to be these keys. Then we're going to attack with Saruman and Aristor, killing this guy. And then we move on to a new round. So at the end of the round, we discard all cards in our hand, except this one, which can't leave our hand. And then we're going to remove a time counter. So now we go new round. Draw 3 extra cards. Okay. So, nice. So that's a healer there. Can we play all of our cards? We can. So let's just go 2, 4, 5. We'll put our leather boots on Saruman. He's going to be our most useful character still. So let's go. So that's 5 resources. And then we've got 2 more that we can use. We can get our Weep No More on this treachery here, which would be good because we really don't like the threat raise stuffs. So we're gonna put a damage on Quick Beam, and then to ready him. Now we could, although instead of using Weep No More, we could dodge an extra threat and heal up Quick Beam. I don't know, and save a resource. Let's do that instead. Let's just no, let's get our willpower +1 willpower on Saruman, actually. So we're gonna go quest. How much do we need? We need 5. We don't even need to get past this turn. And we know what's coming up. So we can actually quest this perfectly, which means we don't need this extra willpower. We can heal up Quick Beam instead, and we're getting 5 progress. Yeah, because this won't add any threat. Each player draws a card and raise threat by one for each card in hand. And then we move on. Woohoo! Okay, this is alright already. This is fine. So, when revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for one different Dunland enemy, adds it to the staging area, shuffle the encounter deck, time 2. So this is dealing damage among characters we control, where that's the amount in our hand, which is fine. We can camp out on this stage for as long as we want. So we're just going to go ahead and search the deck. I have a feeling this is going to be a really easy one for us. I think Aristor is great for this quest. You're not ever accumulating too many cards, and then just to have a couple cards like Protector of Lorien and the Imlinger's Caregiver and stuff that you can just get rid of all your cards, right? So, and then Aristor, you know, you're not tempted to keep cards, right? You're not tempted to keep them around. They're just cycling in and out of your hand. So that's really nice. Aristor is great. For this quest. For this cycle uses a lot of this cards in your hand are bad mechanic. So I'm really liking Aristor actually. I need to play Aristor more. I know when I did my hero tier list, I know Aristor was one I got a lot of hate over because I didn't put him very high. And I think maybe I should just play him a bit more here. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and take this guy. I don't remember what the shadow card was going to be. I think it was adding attack, if I remember right. So, and it could be for each card in my hand. So, well, let's defend with Aristor. Got 4 more attack otherwise. Yeah, let's see what happens. Shadow card. Okay, no extra attack, no shadow, so we're good. And then we're just gonna attack with Grima and Quick Beam, putting 1 damage on him. And we're going to a new round. Now, I know we're getting a location this round. And then after that location is Stinker. Okay, yeah. So there's nobody to heal, so this card just gets wasted, and now we go to a new round, and then we're gonna draw 3 more cards. Defiant Challenge, that's good. Leather Boots, okay, we can definitely do that. So let's play a Leather Boots. It's limit 1 per character, so this is gonna ready that person if we get a location. So we'll put it on Smeagol. We know we're getting a location, so we're gonna for sure commit both of these guys to the quest. Let's go ahead and play Darren's Rune, see what we pull. We could definitely use some extra cards. There we go. We got a Treebeard here. Let's go ahead and put him into play. And then yeah, Horns, and Welling Hall Preserver are both useless, kind of useless to us this turn. So we're going to definitely chuck those away. Let's just chuck those for the extra willpower right away. So we're going to put 2 extra willpower on Saruman. Him and Smeagol and Grima. And my caregiver will all go questing. I think Aristor can quest too, actually, because both of these guys are going to ready up. So let's just quest with everybody, except for Quick Beam. Plus, I've got more readying here. Actually, we may as well take advantage of that readying on Defiant Challenge and just quest with everybody. Now, so we're making 14 progress for now, but now we... Wait, what? What just happened? Oh, we searched for an enemy. Shoot. That's right. Okay. I think we can deal with that. That's fine. This'll be okay. So we still... so we make... Unfortunately, I was counting on getting a location, but that did not happen. So we're going to take this guy. We're going to play Defiant Challenge, which is going to go Doomed 2. That's going to ready Saruman and Treebeard. And then we're going to have to see what we do with these enemies now. So let's put a shadow card on each of them. We'll go undefended on at least one of them. We can kill one of them if we go undefended on both. Yeah, let's go undefended. Okay, so we're gonna put this on Golem. We're gonna put it on Smeagol. And then let's go undefended again, and if all else fails, we can just put it on Smeagol and he'll be out of the game. That's not the worst thing ever. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna throw two damage at Aristor here, and then we're going to attack with Treebeard and Saruman and kill this Berserker. Okay, we're good. Now we're going to go, we're going to add, so per round we want one extra resource per round. Okay, let's go new round now. And then 3 more cards. So we got some navigators, we've got deep knowledge. So let's go ahead. Let's play one of our navigators right away. Let's chuck a deep knowledge to heal up 1 off of Aristor. And we don't need that much willpower, so let's chuck this navigator to heal our second 1 off of Aristor here. And then we'll wait until we commit to the quest and Saruman. We'll wait until we need when and if we need a ready, we'll play deep knowledge. So let's go quest and quest and quest and quest. That should be plenty. So let's go ahead and reveal a card. Fords of Isen. So Saruman and Smeagol both ready up. And then we get 6 progress. So, oh, we didn't remove a time counter last turn, but so now we're gonna get 6 progress. So we complete this one. So each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a different Dunlend enemy, adds it to the staging area, shuffle the encounter deck. So let's go ahead and look for another enemy. We're gonna just take our, the same guy we always do. Close and shuffle. So time 3. Now, after we remove the last time counter, we gotta, take some enemies, possibly. Potentially take some enemies. So we gotta defeat this stage and have all enemies dead, and then we win. So we're gonna go ahead and go Forts of Isen, and we draw 3 cards then. Nothing we can actually play, but we're going to bring this guy down, and we will deal shadow cards. And then I'm going to defend with Aristor, first of all. +1 attack, so he's going to take a damage. Oh, right, this guy's limit twice per round, so we already used him twice. Just because we can, let's chuck a couple cards to boost Saruman's defense. Defend with him. +2 attack, so he still doesn't hit Saruman because we chucked 2 cards. And then, do we want to play Deep Knowledge? I don't think we have to even, because we're going to have 5 attack here. That'll kill this guy off. And then, sure, why not? Okay, so we're going to play Deep Knowledge. 2 threat, ready Saruman, draw 2 cards. And then we're going to attack with Saruman and Treebeard, kill this guy. Discard cards, and new round. And then we get 3. So now we're for sure going to play the staff, which we wish came up a long time ago. And then let's go ahead and let's just use our last 2 to play this Wandering Ent. And then we will heal up with this Caregiver. We'll chuck that out. Heal up. Farsighted. Let's just do it right away just so we know what's coming up. So actually, let's also do Saruman's Staff to give it doomed less. So we don't take the threat, and then we're going to look at the top 5. So we've got Surge. Oh, we also didn't. We got to take a time counter off here. Attached to current quest. After a player draws any number of cards, that player deals 1 damage to a character he controls. And that's going to surge into this Dunland Tribesman, which is going to cause us to draw a card, and he's going to get +1 threat because we drew a card. So there's going to be 1 threat in the staging area. Can we quest it out? Oh, we did not discard a card, so we gotta get rid of the Navigator. I don't think we can this turn, but I think that's fine. We're also not getting a ready on any of these guys, and we gotta kill this Berserker that's coming out. We do get a ready on Treebeard, so that's good. So let's quest, and quest, I think. So that's going to give us 8 progress, which is only 4 on the quest, which is not great, actually. Okay, so Surge. So this is going to go on to the quest. So now every time we draw any cards, We have to damage a character. Now we draw a card. And so that damages a character. So let's just throw it on, let's say, like the Wandering Ent. And then he has +1 threat. So we get 8 progress. So we're going to progress past here and 4 on the quest. We're going to bring this tribesman down. And let's... Oh, wow. 4 attack. Dang. Okay. Well, I guess we get a ready out of Treebeard, so let's go ahead and defend with Treebeard. Makes an additional attack, of course. Of course he does. So let's ready Treebeard. We will heal 1 damage from Treebeard. And then defend again with Treebeard. We're good. Now we'll attack with... Whoa, what are we doing? Okay, now we'll attack with Saruman. Oh my goodness, I keep pressing S. Attack with Saruman. 2 damage. We're almost there. Okay. Let's go a new round. We've got another Wandering Ent here. We can play. Also, this happens. And we draw cards. So we got deal a damage. Okay, let's play. Oh, whoops, sorry. We drew 1 too many. Okay, because we drew the Wandering Ent. So let's play this Ent Draught on to Saruman here. Actually, yeah, no, because we wanna put it on somebody that can take stuff undefended. And then let's go. I think we'll probably take Deep Knowledge as soon. We'll probably play Deep Knowledge once we're done questing here. And let's just discard the Pioneer, get it out of our hand, and we will add a willpower. So questing. Quest. Oh wait, no, he can't quest. He's exhausted. Quest. Let's quest with Aristor too. We really want to get past this. Ideally, we want to get all our 16 progress on there. That should be good. So let's go ahead. Oh no. Why? Why? Why do you have to be the chieftain? Now what? Well, we get our 12 progress. So we're quested successfully now. So now we don't have to worry about questing anymore. Now we just have to combat. So now let's play our Deep Knowledge. Ready up Saruman. And so we'll draw 2 cards. Now let's use Saruman's staff. Oh, no. We're going to do that in a minute. So we're going to go ahead and discard both of these. No. We're going to discard 1 to heal up 1 on... Actually, let's do both. Let's just do both to heal up the 2. So we heal up 2 damage, and that way we only have 1 card in our hand. Oh, we drew cards, so we gotta damage somebody, though. So let's just damage one of these Wandering Ents again. Now we're gonna take this Chieftain. We only got 1 card, which means we just discard 1 card from the top of the encounter deck, and as long as we don't discard an enemy, we did, so... This is awful. Why? Why it's gotta be like that? So we gotta deal a shadow card to everybody now. Let's now... So let's search the top 5 for a doomed event and add it to our hand. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. So let's close and shuffle. Now we are going to... So we gotta defend all 3 of these. We're gonna go undefended on the Berserker for sure. He's just 2 attack. Raise your threat by 2 and shuffle Stinker back into the encounter deck. Okay, now we're going to... Actually, at this point, it might be better for us to just take this Chieftain on Smeagol, because that way he's not going to change to Golem. We get a free defense, so to speak. That might be best. That might be our best option. You know what? Let's do that. So let's go undefended on the tribesmen first. Raise your threat by 2. Oh, man. We're going to threat out here. You're going to raise threat by 2. Now we're going to take this undefended. Okay, that's fine. So he's just going to kill Smeagol off. So he's dead. And then we'll attack for 8. Killing... Oh wait, he has 4 damage now. But he has 2 hit points extra. So we're gonna attack for 8 on... Well, we have to hit the people... We can't hit the chieftain, because we can't kill him. So let's just kill both of these other guys. And then... well, we gotta play Defiant Challenge to do that. Raise our threat by 2. What? Your room is timed out. Okay, let's download the game state. Okay, so now we're going to... That's... Okay, so that's the end of the round. So we gotta go do a new round. Okay. So we're gonna have to close out this room. Create a new room. Load game state. Take a minute. There we go. Okay. New round. Now, before we go to a new round here, so we don't draw any cards before, so this time runs out. So we only have one card in our hand, so we discard one card off the top of the deck. It is not an enemy, so we don't have to take any enemies. We put 3 time counters here. And yeah, okay. So now we draw 3 more cards. And we deal a damage to a character for drawing cards. We have Ireth, which is nice. We're going to go ahead and use her to heal up Saruman. We will put a leather boots on Aristor. We'll discard Welling Hall Preserver and heal the last damage off Saruman here. Okay. I feel like we probably got this as long as we don't get a threat raise or anything, I guess. Let's go ahead and discard this one for the 1 willpower onto Saruman. So we're going to quest. He's got 5 willpower. Or no, sorry, he's got 4 willpower. Which might be okay. We might be good there, actually. Well, let's do Grima just to be safe. And we get... Each player must choose either remove 1 time counter from the current quest or search the account. Okay, obviously we're going to remove a time counter. And we're okay with that. So now... We just gotta deal with this guy. So we're gonna deal him a shadow card. We're gonna defend with Treebeard. Flip this over. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? What the... Raise your threat by 2. I don't even have Golem anymore. I'm gonna look at something here. No, not the Land of Shadow. Shadow in these. This my... What? This one? Because I gotta see... Okay, we gotta... Because we gotta clear up what happens. What happens if Golem dies? Like... Because you wouldn't be able to resolve this effect if Golem's dead, right? So what happens to the stinker cards? If Golem die or if Smeagol dies, Smeagol. Okay. So does he become Golem from out of play? I'm really confused here. What happens? Like what would happen? Golem makes an immediate attack. If no attack was made this way, discard all tokens from Smeagol and flip him to Golem. But if he's not in play, I guess that when revealed just doesn't do anything and it just surges. I would assume. I'd assume that's how it goes then. And the shadow effect still is a shadow effect. It raises your threat by 2. I'd assume that's how that would be played. There's nothing that says to remove Stinker from the deck. Well, we lost. Thread it out on the last turn. We're gonna kill this guy. 2, 4, 7. Yeah, easily. 11, 12, 13. 13 attack to kill this guy. And we would have won. We would have won. But we... How? What? That's not even... Like, that's not even fair. Like... What is this? Wow. I hate that. Oh, that irked me like a lot. We were right there. We so had it. We had it in the bag. I What the heck? Well, I feel like it was a fairly decent deck build against the quest, and it worked pretty well. Like it was pretty effective. We only had 4 cards left in our deck, so it might have been good to have a slightly bigger deck yet. Um, man, Aristor really burns through cards. So it might have been good to have a bit of a bigger deck. I think I had 56 cards. 59. I had 59. To be fair, 6, 7, 8 of those are card draw. So there's that. But man, we threaded out though. I couldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I needed that staff a lot sooner. That's what I needed. That was rough. That's very unfortunate. Oh, that just sucks. Like, what? Like, that so was a win. That was so definitely a win, and but it wasn't, and I'm really upset. This ill tidings too. Oh, this was a gross card. We needed to get rid of that. That was awful. I hated that. How many of those are there? 2? Yeah, there's 2. Ah, crushing defeat right at the end. Um, I how? Why would it do that? Okay, well, I can take it, I guess. As painful as that is. Oh, oh, man, we got some really rotten luck right at the end there. Man. Oh well. Oh well. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, that was another second breakfast. So um if you want to build your own deck, again, so I've got either Smeagol and Global Effects or Smeagol and Saruman. If you want to build if you're doing 2 players and you're gonna do Smeagol and Global Effects, just only do Saruman in the other deck. That's the only requirement there will be. Um, yeah. But other than that, yeah, I think that's gonna about wrap this one up. Um, next episode is gonna be again a little bit of different episode. I'm very excited for our 30th episode. Make sure to tune in for this one. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope it's gonna be a really helpful episode. It'll be a lot of fun. And again, this card, I got a stack of these promo cards still. So if you want one, reach out to us on the Discord. Um, I will make sure you get a hold of one of those. Also, find us over on the rest of our YouTube channel where they have the main podcast, or on your favorite podcatcher, uh, the main Card Talk podcast where they talk about cards, and then as well as find us over on the blog at cardtalk2018.com. Matt is over there doing stuff over there, and yeah, go ahead and play this challenge. Again, this challenge this week is a little more chill, a little more laid back, a little bit easier. So go ahead and have fun with it. And yeah, I guess see if you can do better than me, and hopefully it doesn't end in pain and sorrow and suffering. And uh that was a really bad, like, that was a cheap win on the part of the encounter deck there. So I'm a little bit sour about that. Anyway, so yeah, go ahead and try it for yourself. As always, have fun, play cards, stay hungry. We'll see you on the next one.